Rama Screen is now on audio. So download Rama Screen as a podcast on iTunes so you can listen to the reviews, interviews, discussions, and the weekly show Rockin' It with Rama Screen anytime, anywhere. What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of The Standoff at Sparrow Creek. Let's rock this. If you're looking for a thriller with a lot of things going on, fast-paced, cat and mouse chase, with heavy reliance on the editing work to stitch up a sequence, this is not it, because The Standoff at Sparrow Creek is for those of us fans of thrillers that creep up at you. This is a thriller where the tension stays humming the entire time. Much of it also kind of reminds me of Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. Dialogue-driven, the characters are suspicious of one another. The Standoff at Sparrow Creek is sharply written, beautifully shot, and solidly performed. What an impressive directorial debut by Henry Dunham. Starring James Badgedale, Chris Mulkey, Brian Garrity, Robert Aramayo, Patrick Fischler, Happy Anderson, and Gene Jones. After a shooting at a police funeral, an ex-cop named Gannon finds himself forced to interrogate his fellow militia members because the killer at that cop funeral could be among them. As the group try to inform other militias that they're not responsible for that heinous act, the situation goes beyond their control and sets off a chain reaction of copycat violence across the country. Gannon feels the pressure to root out the killer and turn him over to the authorities to prevent further bloodshed. The concept of militia is an interesting one. I did not know about this, but turns out there are plenty of them out there existing in this country. Many of them secretly stockpile weapons and heavy artilleries for when that day comes when they feel like they have to go up against tyranny, whatever form that may be. Some of them were over land disputes. But whether or not you think militia is wrong, that's not what writer-director Henry Dunham wants to focus on here. As a matter of fact, the movie doesn't paint them as people who want to secede, like some kind of Confederates. But you'll understand their motivation once it reveals itself. I won't spoil it here for you, because that does have something to do with the film's conclusion. I love the production value, the way the film hides itself in the dark, with very minimum lighting, just enough only to give you that uneasy feeling like all hell could break loose at any minute. This whole play on silhouettes also adds to your preconceived notion that many of these characters are sketchy. By the way, aside from Gannon, these guys are not necessarily empathetic. Most of them look out only for number one. It may start out as a whodunit mystery, but as the paranoia sinks in, and as the clock is ticking, the desperation pushes them all the more into sacrificing a scapegoat. Any scapegoat. Anybody will do. Which goes to show that there's no really honor among them. The script keeps everything tight, keeps the ball rolling and on point, which makes the 88-minute runtime incredibly sufficient. Great bunch of actors, fantastic ensemble, many of whom have been consistent character working actors over the years. So to see them in these roles that highlight their value compared to their other supporting gigs in the past must feel very satisfying to them, and it's a treat for us the fans. I don't think Henry Dunham wrote this story with any specific political ideology. At least that's not the sense I get. To me, The Standoff at Sparrow Creek is a perfect example of a film superbly made in which less is more. So that's it. That's my review of The Standoff at Sparrow Creek. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and as always, press that like button and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. Hey, if you like this review and you want me to make more, please contribute monthly to help support this channel at Rama Screen Patreon page. Become my patrons today at patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this.